Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Ruth Marquis. Welcome to Ruth in the Bag. Well. Yay, we made it, we made it, we made it. Thank you so much. This is Ruth in the Bag. We're our money talk show, and we are going to get into it tonight. Tonight's topic is America is broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so here is why. Hey guys, if you're on here, say hi. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. If you are rolling in the dough, if you live your life as you portrayed on Instagram, this is not for you. But if you know, you like, if I had to buy one more outfit for the gram, I'm on Kimberly, right? If I have to do one more background and pay for some stuff to post content or pay for a trip to act like I'm rolling, but I'm really not, I'm going to scream, right? So, what is the issue, really, America? America, America. See, I'm not talking to. See, hey, Yolanda, how are you? I'm not talking to the community no more. I realized I woke up and I said, hey, girl, this problem's for everybody. Everybody has this problem. It's not just Black America that's living paycheck to paycheck. It's not just Black women living from paycheck to paycheck, living from paycheck to Monday. Have you ever had a check? Oh my gosh. Have you ever had a check, my friend? Okay, it started with a comment in it in a couple of hours. Going with the wind, fabulous. Come on, somebody. This is for you. If you're running a business, you know what I'm talking about. You paying this person that. I had a whole daycare, y'all. Listen, I had a whole daycare. She says, I'm good in you. I am doing great. Thank you. Look, let me show you because you. There you go. Bam. Appreciate it. I am doing great. So if you are perfect and you got all the money saved and you're good to go and you see what's in your bank account and hey Latrice, how are you? Then you can listen anyway, right? Share this with a friend. Okay. By the way, share if you love them, you share it. If you love them, you share it. If you don't love them, you don't like them like that, you're trying to get them back, then keep the information away from them. I hear you. I hear you. Look, they should have been sitting right next to you, right? But if she says, I'm great, hun, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to run from the show today. I was like, no, ma'am. I wanted to say, I can't do it today. I had showings. I had just a lot of real estate stuff to do today. I'm a mother, so I had a lot going on. She said, that's a blessing, sis. Yes, it is. It's a true blessing. And especially the way the market is right now. Hey, Michael. So, hey, Scott. So it's just been a lot going on. I could have just been like, well, I didn't have that great of a week. So let me just not show up. But me, I'm committed to doing what I said I'm going to do. I said I'm going to do a show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's what you're going to get. Okay, so expect to see me, my face, right here. See? Expect to see me. Hear my mouth run. But it's always going to be about something good. Let me tell you something about America. America is broke. I don't know why we want to just portray ourselves. How are we going to be the most filtered country in the world? Ooh, you're the most filtered country, America. We all in this together. We all fake together. We all looking because somebody. we all got the filters, right? Right now, I ain't put no filter on. I'm not saying I can't, but sometimes you just gotta look at yourself and say, "Hey, yo, you look really like that, right? Hey, yo, you really don't have no money in the bank like you say you do. Hey, yo, $4,000. Let me tell you what the median savings is, and oh my gosh, let's get to the statistics. Y'all ready for the numbers? All right, let's get some numbers together, okay? Lack of money management is the problem, and let me tell you more about the numbers. 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Y'all let these corporations make you feel like you're not going to live or breathe unless you have a Benz. Somebody said something so powerful. He said, if anything, the pandemic should have taught you that you can't eat diamonds. He said, you can't eat diamonds. In your face, America. You can't eat diamonds. You value diamonds, but you're not even eating good food. Okay, thank you for the likes. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you comment and keep my stuff going, okay? Or I'm going to skedaddle on y'all again. Watch me. I got stuff to do. Now, 61% of Americans live from paycheck to paycheck. That is June 2022. 2022. Paycheck to paycheck. That means if you run into 10 people, 6 of them is living paycheck to paycheck. That's not what they portray on the gram. And it's okay. Everybody ain't posting every single day that they're at some vacation. They're not doing that. But right now in real time, y'all are looking at what it's like to watch NBA players blow all their money. Ruth, shut up. I'm tired of you. This was what you watching in real time. How these people had millions of dollars. They said Mike Tyson had over $300 million that he spent. Was it Mike Tyson? And then he was like, claimed bankruptcy for like, he was down like, he owed like $20 million or something. You could spend $300 million and not, if you're living in America, because we eat diamonds. That's what they think. That's what we showed them. We eat diamonds for breakfast. What chair's getting on my nerves today? Hold on. Let's get you out of the way. Okay? Because you don't play with my shot. Oh, it's another shot. Okay. Don't worry. So, you materialistic, fake, not giving your kids nothing when you die. Not giving your kids a good life. A lot of people, they dress their kids from head to toe in the nicest of clothes, put nothing in their head. When I see that, I be like, you really let them corporations play with you. You really let them tell you your value and your worth. You're a human being. Y'all will run over somebody in emergency. Wait, why did the school? I'm going to cuss my kids' school out. I heard that they had a fire drill and the teacher, like it was a real fire, and the teacher just was like, y'all go ahead and run. It's okay. I was like, what? That's how people get stampeded on, right? This is what you should spend your money on, to get you a school where your teachers don't say stuff like that. To put your ideas into work. 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Now that's worse than in April 2021. Before all these rates was being played with, I heard the rate was 7.5% today. I said, oh my, y'all don't understand. This is my money. This is my world. This is my future of my client. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Okay? Your girl had a baby. She had to sit herself down. She had to do some other stuff. She had to come back. I was ready for my big break. And then the interest rates want to go up. So the pre-approval of a couple months ago is now downgraded. This is the kind of economy that we're living in. This is the times that we're living in. The rates that was 2.2 is now 7.5%. I almost dropped my mouth. But when you want to depend, one thing I like about Ruth? Oh my goodness. Ruth, I didn't know it's going to be this type today. Calm down. The one thing I like about Ruth, you'd be like, why is she not doing this? And why is she not doing that? And why is she doing this? That don't make no sense. And doing that don't make no sense. One thing I did know, Latrice said that, my God, that's a lie. Yes, ma'am. For your pre-approval to drop $50,000? And a couple, okay. So what I did know is that I did not want, just the same thing I'd say, sit up here and say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Y'all gonna see me. And God confirmed it last night when I was at church. And he said, You have to allow God to expose you, to promote you. You have to allow God to expose you, to promote you. Y'all get exposed when you got to wear the same clothes. Y'all get exposed when you got to keep the same car. Y'all get exposed when people actually find out where you live don't match how nice your car is. Oh, Ruth, stepping on some big toes. Maybe just the pinkies. I don't know about you, but when I play back my stuff, I laugh so hard. I just fall out the car. I just fall out the car. She ain't say that. No, she didn't. Shut up. You're welcome. Okay. 52%. It was 52% living paycheck to paycheck in April of 2021. A year and some change later, 61%. That means it's getting worse, right? Okay. And we see why and how and all this other stuff, right? So, and Forbes says 7 in 10 people are living paycheck to paycheck. One thing about Ruth, she's not going to put all her eggs in one basket. That's why I went out and helped my clients improve their credit. You know, I have several clients that's in the 700 credit, 700 club, I call it, right? The 700 club, and they're buying properties now. They bought their home. They did this, they did that, you know, and that's what I was focused on. I was focused on diversifying. Okay, you can't buy a house right now. What can you do? You can fix your credit. Okay, so you can get prepared for the next time. That's going to be a nice window to buy, right? It's a good time to buy right now because, like, I should be putting in an offer right now because the market's the way they is. It's like, we're going to hold till Friday for you, Ruth. They love me. We like what you're doing, Ruth. We're going to hold it for you till Friday. I was like, yeah, okay, you hold it for me. Hey, Tim. He says, hey, Elle, how are you? She says, hi, Boo, how are you? So, yeah, so diversifying your income. You cannot have one income stream. My income is tied to the economy. Oh, hell no. The president could control Ruth's income? What? Houseway. The Fed? I'm in real estate. Everything bothers us. But we always see people that work. They don't just jump out the business at times like this. People that work. He says, hi, how are you? Miss all of you guys. So we're talking about money tonight. We're getting real tonight. So if I hurt your feelings, just know it's a good kind of hurt. It's the hurt that's saying, you know what, Ruth? Now, we have it's a long list of reasons why Black Americans are in this state and condition. We don't have the mindset or the leadership or like we're getting there. I see them. I see the millionaires popping out, but man, it's like 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000. She said, Elle says, hurt mine, please. I know that's right. She said, please. Yes, because it's like we need a reality check. 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And if you are, it's okay. It's okay. So how do you change that? How we're going to talk about this stuff, okay? So first of all, stop having one form of income. I was listening. This is why I can grade myself a little better than I would have. And Tim says, yes, facts. I could grade myself a little better because I started listening to podcasts, and this lady, she made 6 figures, and then she went and started her own food blog, right? And there's a lot of food blog, and I'm like, yo, you still can do blogs? Like, oh man, I'm not too late. Hey, Leah, how are you, love? So come on in, children. Let's learn. We're learning about money tonight. So basically, we were talking about what were we talking about? Oh, not putting all your eggs in one basket. So she starts the food blog, and it makes $3,000 one year, and then $10,000 another year. And don't do that, Ruth, right? Because people think you're supposed to come up in here in real estate. You're supposed to sell 20 homes your first month, and you're supposed to take off. That is not reality. So I love how she made $3,000 and then call it nothing. And then the next year she made 10,000, and the next year because that's my progression. My progression was I sold a home. I sold my own home to myself. I got out the business. I came back. I took 2 years and I wasn't selling. I had 8 listings. They didn't sell. And then I came back, and then boom, that next year I had like 15 homes sold, right? And I was rolling from there. I had my first 5-figure month. Well, it was almost 5 figures, right? I was like $20 shy. And it doesn't just happen like today I say I'm in the business and then everybody runs you. No, it's actually the opposite. They're like, oh, you're new. We don't want to deal with you, right? Your family. We don't want to deal with you, right? Your family and friends are not going to be supporting you. Your strangers are going to support you, right? Thank you for the follow. Make sure you guys like like my Instagram, Ruth Marquise Group. Make sure you go comment under everything. Just go ahead, blow it up. Help me with the algorithm, okay? My YouTube channel is the biggest thing you can go and support. The YouTube channel, okay? So yeah, I need some subscribers up in here. All right, now tell all your friends to subscribe to Ruth Marquise. Ruth Marquise, Marquis, or Ruth Marquise Group. All right, so hey, how are you? So if we can be honest with ourselves, if you're not honest with yourself, you're going to be like, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I got money to buy that. I got money to buy this. I got money to buy that. But you don't. If you went by the 50, 30, 20, you're not supposed to be buying things that you want over 30%. How do you have money for something that's 50% of your income and you said you got it? You don't have it. Elsa, sad but true. Your own family won't support you, which is sad. They won't. It's reality. And when you make it, they be the first ones to be like, oh, yay. Let me borrow some money, right? That's just how it is. Or they just going to continue to not support you. And that's okay too. Because they know too much. And you shouldn't depend on them. Because you only have a set amount of friends. This is what I love about God. You can see the flip side, right? All I love about God, he'll let you see. If you go back and you're like, yeah, my friends, my family didn't support me. But then you can realize, you know what? That's when I realized I still had you, right? Still had you. My believers know that song, Ty Tribbett, right? So you get to the end of your rope and you realize, wait a minute, God is with me. Hold up. God will allow strangers to buy from me. I have this amount of friends and family. There's this amount of strangers in the world, and I'm worried about this many people? Oh, heck no. And then he will start to have people bless you, follow you, support you, and give you all the encouragement. Every single time, family members won't sit there and, oh, you look beautiful, you look nice, you're doing a good job. Never. It's strangers. It's strangers, and that's beautiful to me because, like I said, weight is going to be duplicatable, and you can scale that. You can scale strangers. You can't get, oh, I'm gonna get more family members. No, you can't. Latrice said, God will show you real people. Yes, He will. So let's talk about paycheck to paycheck. 55% of females say they're living paycheck to paycheck. 51% of males say they're living paycheck to paycheck. So the women, we're under this impression that if you just call yourself a boss bee, that you this and that. No, you have a job side. Like, you just got a paycheck. That don't make you a boss. Cut it out. Because all the bosses, we don't want to be paying these salaries. That's when you're a real boss, when you had to pay somebody. When you say, payroll chick, now we talking. I heard boss bag. You can't say payroll bag, then I'm not listening. But as soon as you start telling me you paying people, you got people in your payroll, now I got some respect for you on your name. Hey, Bobby, right? So 55% of females say they're living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that's the people that would admit it. Now, 60% of Americans cannot cover an emergency over $1,000. What does that say? For all the trips you took on IG. I can't talk. Listen, I was one of them. I used to be, and now ain't a travel bone in my body. Am I itching? Like, ooh, I was about to. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to book another trip. And I was like, I looked at my budget. I thought, this looks sexier to me. Because what happens, people think a budget's so bad. No, the budget says you have actually more money to spend on what you really want and not feel guilty, and all your bills are taken care of. That's what a budget does. It's a plan for your money. So I don't even want to call it a budget. I want to call it a money plan. My money plan says, hey, I can do this, that, I can buy this, that, and then I still pay my bills. I still got this going on, and I don't have to worry about holding my hand out to my $5. Moving on. 75% of American, L says money plan. Yes. 75% of American workers are in debt. I want y'all to know this is America problem, okay? We are not, we have to, if I say certain things, they go, I was like, wait, y'all trying to, they'll bury it. I was like, y'all doing it to me? I ain't nobody yet. You can't just say whatever. I was like, oh, they just disappeared my video. Okay. So 75% of Americans are in debt, and 50% of those people say they'll never be out of debt. You remember when you were like, oh, well, the rich were born rich, the poor were born poor, and then people back in the day when people were born, whatever their parents were, is what they died. That's what we're living in right now. That's what we're living in right now. Elle's over here cracking up. We're living in that time that you born poor, you're going to die poor because you think poor people thoughts. If you're around me, don't be offended when I say that's poor people stuff. I have to say it. It is my thing. That's poor people stuff. No shade, but I grew up and my dad told me one slice of toilet paper for pee and two for poo. I was like, need like my butt right now. So I was like, okay, I heard what he said, but I'm gonna get a little more toilet paper because I don't think this is good math, right? Just little things where I think I went over to one of my friend's house when I was younger, and they had the TV on and the radio on, and I had to turn one of them off. First of all, it was annoying, and second of all, I was like, oh, we want to save money or whatever. She's like, don't turn my stuff off. I want everything on at the same time. I was like, ma'am, I get it, and I get it. It's like we have to feel like we're in abundance. Elle says, I literally think poor people thoughts, to be honest. I am growing though. Yeah, well, I mean, it's I don't have enough, right? I can't do that. I can't afford it. No, you got to switch it to how can I afford it? We have all this program, all these thoughts of how to look at money, and we need to take it and throw it in the trash. Okay? You need to take it, okay? Because I like the prop. I like that prop. Hold on. All right. This is the thought of I can't afford it, right? I can't afford it. Take it and throw it in the trash. How can I afford it? She said, teach me, LOL. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Each one teach one. And y'all gonna teach me too, right? The mindset. I have to dress like a rich person and be broke. My outside gotta look good, even though my inside is messed up. And who suffers? My kids suffer. Because when they need something, I'm too busy looking good for the gram. The gram don't follow you every day. You gotta turn your camera on and show them what you're wearing. They told us back in the day when we first started business. They was like, listen, you can wear the same outfit, just go somewhere else. I use that all the time. Okay? I was like, listen, I'm not going to go on stories today because I plan on wearing this outfit in 2 days. So that's not the day to do it. Okay? Stop trying to look good for people that you don't know, that don't pay your bills. Trash. That's poor people mindset, trying to look rich and you're not really rich. I don't want a Birkin bag if I don't have one for every color of the week. I'm not ready. I don't want a Lamborghini if I only have one car and I have to wear that same car. I know somebody that is a millionaire or she has $1 million business and she traded in her car. It was too fancy because she looked crazy. To her, she looked crazy. She said out her own mouth that she felt like she looked crazy. The doors, the supply out, and everything. And she was like, yo, I had to downgrade that. She had a huge house, and she says, I hate this house, right? It's too big. It's so expensive. I don't like it. Money is not going to make you happy. Hey, G, money's not going to make you happy. More money's not going to make you happy. Look, my next point is, as 60% of millennials who make six figures, and you know my babies are making money. We making money out here. Millennials, I'm a millennial, y'all. I just found out. But millennials, 1981 to like, I think 92, something like that. But I know I'm in the 1981 thing. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am today. Maybe another day. Keep watching. She said they don't care anyway. Yeah, don't people don't care? They don't care, and they want to see you when you finish that photo shoot. They want to see one every day. Who got time for that? For what? Did they give you money after you took them pictures? No, I didn't get enough views. Now let me start taking my clothes off. All right, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole because you know that's what it starts with. I know people, young people, okay, that and it hit my mind. I don't know where I'm going with this, but she was like, yeah. Somebody says OnlyFans or being a stripper, and she starts shaking her butt like, yeah, who don't want it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she starts shaking her. I don't know if you saw that video, but I was like, oh, because if you're a stripper, you're jiggling. You just jiggle your body. You move your body. You saw it, Rashida Farlow. You jiggle your body, and they just throw money. It's easy money, and then the same girls get online talking about nobody want to date me. You just traded your dignity for money. It wasn't just easy money. It came with hard consequences. Sultana Stibbins. Who are these people? Oh, you talking about those IG models? Sounds very familiar. Oh. No, never mind. She said I tagged some people. I'm sorry. They're not IG models, y'all. I thought they were celebrities. I'm sorry. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. So it's like, you don't have to waste your money. Look, my nails are not done. They're not going to be done, okay? I got attention all day and all that. Hey, you're looking like a lady. So lady-like. You know, like women stop me. I love your dress. You don't have to have your nails done out to here. And like that is y'all spend. You know, I stopped getting my nails done because I just kept getting one color. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pay $100. Like it wasn't me. I could do it. Guys, I could do whatever I want, but it doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna pay $100 and then 2 weeks later, you're telling me I gotta take it all off and give those Koreans, Asians, or whatever culture they're from, all my money. They laughing at us. They're laughing, just like the corner stores is laughing. Ha ha ha! Black people bring all your money to us. Y'all don't own nothing around here. I can't do it. But if you like it, I love it. That's a lot. I don't pay that much to get my nails done. Yeah, I paid $40 and call it a day. Then when you want to refill, it's another $40. I might as well take them off and do them fresh. Why would I pay you for old nails? So don't get me wrong. I do it, but then I'm like, all right, take that $100 invested. Take that $100 and get something done. So she said, and I support my own kind with nails. Yes, at least do that. And if you're going to get your nails done, I'm not saying you can't enjoy, but everybody has to make a sacrifice. Why sacrifice the F word now? Sacrifice. Me sacrifice. You know when it's going to be sacrifice? I had a buyer tell me today. She's like, you want to go around me? Because she's slow on the steps. And I'm like, listen, I've trained myself to be patient when people are walking by, especially if they're older or, so they got something going on. I just wait for them. I don't be like rushing by them. I let her go. And I was like, oh, no, you can go. I'm waiting for you. And she's like, when I was your age, I used to be flying around too. Y'all gonna get old. Y'all are going to get old. It's going to be hard to walk. It's going to be hard to carry bags. And you didn't save no money for those times? They said the average person thinks of retirement at 40 years old. The reason why I'm covering this topic is because I don't hear nothing about it. I'm like, let me go cuss my people out because somebody got to do I cut y'all off, make you laugh at the same time. I'll be like, right? I don't have to save money. I make enough. Trash that. Right? Trash these mindsets, right? That like I have to get a vacation, right? From the life that I live. Trash that mindset and make your life like a vacation. Make your life like they say when the first thing you need to do when you get rich is buy a new bed. Have you ever been? I went to an Airbnb one time. The bed was so fluffy and nice. I was like, oh my God, I got to be rich. That's it. That was it. A bed inspired me. The pillows were awesome. The bed was great. I melted. Matter of fact, all the kids could fit in the bed. Y'all know I got some kids. I have a big family. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. And all the kids. And now I got big kids. Like one of them college now. Fit in the bed. Well, one of them had to sleep up there. A lot of them fit in there. So these are the things you can invest in if you save and invest your money. Hey, Nafisa, how are you? Yes, guys, if y'all are ready to book the consultation and go buy a home and like get ready, get yourself ready, get your credit together. What happens is or you say, you know what, I can't afford to fix my credit. I can't afford to invest in stocks. I can't afford to invest in real estate. Trash that thinking. Okay, put that away. How can I afford it? We all make money. People that are making $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. I have witnessed people get their offer letter and shake it straight to the bank, buy a house before they even got their first paycheck. Maybe they got their first paycheck. That's it. Got a house, got a car, not even experiencing their check without debt. This is our mindset. And then live to regret it. If I said I'm going to give everybody $100,000 right now, what would you do with it? What would you do with it? Would you know what to do? Now, somebody checked me on this, like, oh, would you even know what to do with $100,000? I thought he was being very cocky. I thought he was being very. I said, man, I would. What? And then I started saying things like spending it on this and that. I mean, it was investments, but that's a different level of thinking. But at the same time, in reality, my mindset was not ready to be like, let me manage it, let me grow it. You know what I mean? Like I knew what exactly stocks I was going to buy. I knew exactly what real estate deal I was going to do. I knew the company where I was going to get my funding from. I wasn't there. So no, I wasn't. I'm not researching. There's things you can do when you have no money. You can do some research, right, Nafisa? You can do some leg work. But no, we're like, this is the internet now. Like back in the day, the magazine, like you just sit back, look at your phone. Men versus women, celebrity gossip. That's all we do. We don't learn nothing. We don't grow anything. So I give myself credit this week for thinking about the things I want to do when I invest. See, that's the thing. You don't have to have the money. I learned that. That was it. I gave y'all a secret this week. That was the secret of the week. You don't have to have the money to start. You have to get the information. Information is power. You have access to the internet, to all information, right? Not all, but a lot of information. It's a lot of information out there. And what I realized, like everybody got a YouTube channel out there. Like if you hear somebody name, they got a whole world you can dig into. You can listen. And once you listen to like 20 videos, you know that person's mindset. Boom. You move on to the next person. We need to focus. I learned about how this week I learned about how, every country in the world benefits from Africa's minerals and resources and people and black and brown bodies. We mold the world. We make the world prosperous from past efforts and current efforts. Like the world doesn't run without black people, but they don't benefit. Oh my God. We don't get the benefits of it, but they get the benefits of it. Why? Because of lack of knowledge. What? My people perish for the lack of knowledge. If we had more knowledge, we would know what's up. We would know what's going on in Africa. We would know we wouldn't know how to build a house. We talked about the last episode of Ruth in real estate. I go through the whole home building process. Everybody clicked off when I told them how much money it was going to be. I was like, you're going to need about 100, you could start with 20%, that's between up to $100,000 in the bank. Everybody clicked off like, I ain't got $100,000. What you talking about? But you can't build up to it. You can't save your way or invest your way and get it. See what I'm talking about? I can't afford it. That's in here. How can I afford it? How can I save the money? Little by little. Okay, now. The definition of using the definition of paycheck to paycheck is using all your paycheck until the next one arrives. Okay, so we all on the same page. Afisa said, yes, I'm learning. Yes. And this is a good place to start. The good place to start. Savings median under 35. The median is like the middle number. Like most people are here. Under 35, not including retirement, $3,240. $3,240. That's how much people have saved in their account. That's for the savers. The actual savers is $3,240. When they get to 55 and 64, think about 55 and 64. People are making a little more money, way more money, the most money they made in their life, and they only got $6,400. Why? Because we don't make savings a big deal. We don't make savings a big deal. You know what kind of person you got to be to save money? You got to say no. You got to say, I'm not wearing that. I saw some guy with big jeans. I said, oh, Lord, it's about to be big jean season. I already know what y'all going to do. Y'all got the hoochie shorts. It's like y'all went smaller, and then to the tiniest little thing. And then boom, we back to big pants. Anyway, y'all know I got the side note. But now everybody got to go buy a new wardrobe to go be looking like everybody else. Nafisa says, how do I start? All right, we're going to get there. You start by, I'm going to give you a phrase, FIRE, financial independence, retire early. FIRE, financial independence, retire early. If you're going to start, you're going to have to start taking notes. I've been doing this my whole life. I have books and books. When I left, all I wanted was my books. Give me my notes from the year. They ended up having mold on this. So I let them go. I get some new notes, child. I love my relationship. And then I got the one book, and then the mold got in the closet, and I was like, oh Lord, why didn't I leave the book where it was? Now I got mold, a baby on the way. I should just left the book where it was. Anyway, notes, okay? Notes. Financial independence, retire early. Lab, hit the like button if that's funny to you. Oh my gosh, yes, child. You read new books, Ruth, and learn new things. Let's leave that in the past. It's all here. So when you write it, it sticks with you. Financial independence, retire early. It's a whole movement. Right? Choose FI. That's a podcast you can watch on either YouTube or I used to listen to the podcast. So I don't know if they have a YouTube channel, but I know Choose FI. CHOOSEFI. Okay. So choosing financial independence, meaning if you want to be financially independent, right? That means if they take your job away, you can take care of yourself. What's the number? I used to think the number was $1 million, right? And then you set it up so that you make $1 million and then you just live off the interest. So whatever you want to make, it might be $2 million, it might be $3 million, but then it gives you a salary of $60,000. And so now you're living off of the $60,000 a year, and you leave. We talked about this. If you've been watching a long time in the other videos, we leave the goose alone. You don't kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. So if you don't learn how to save money or make money or multiply money, how are you ever going to get a goose? How are you going to have a goose? Something nice and fat, nice to look at, plump, and that can feed you. And this is why people don't feel bad when you're old and you don't have nobody to help you, because they felt like you should have had your life savings. Like they have terms, but we don't do this stuff. Why? Because we let corporations tell us you need to buy this and that. Yo, let me tell you how bad this gets to me. This is worse. Hold on. Let me tell you, I was in the supermarket and I felt like, like I always have this feeling like, yo, we're going to need supermarkets one day because the way food is going, we're going to need to have our own food. We don't need to be trusting nobody food supply because you never know how it's going to get later, right? And then I was like, the guy was talking about, I learned about the gangster gardener. Write that down. The gangster gardener said, and this all goes back to money. He says, grow your own food. Because they putting all types of chemicals in our food, which is making us fat, which is, making us slow and making us lazy and making less money. It's all a cycle. We know this. If you want to make more money, you got to work out and you got to, you got to move around. You got to get stuff that you got to discipline yourself, right? That's the word for the week. Financial discipline. Financial discipline. Write that word down. Write it down so it stick with you. Financial discipline. You got money coming in. You don't know where it's coming. You don't know where it's going. Shame on you if you step up to old dirty bath Brooklyn. That's where we start. We start with a budget, Mafisa. We start with and go back to the old shows because I'm starting from scratch and I'm building all the way up. Right? I wanted to do a deal one time, but we ain't say the money. We didn't say the money. And then I was like, yo, you know how somebody like you feel like they're giving you a look like you want to do a deal and you ain't say the money? No, when I get paid, paycheck to paycheck thinking, when I get paid, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. But then if you got to pay your bills versus invest, see, this is where it gets tricky. You're not prepared. Financial discipline. So finally on the statistics end, the Federal Reserve 2019 survey of consumer finance says it's the savings amount that across all ages is $5,300. So if you have $5,300, then you're average. Compare yourself to $5,300. I feel mighty good about myself. I was very low. I was like, oh no, I didn't do anything. You know how you start working out and then you fall off? I had a week where I was like, well, dang. I didn't track nothing. I didn't do nothing. I'm going to get to the report card. Don't worry. All right. So if you want to start, you're going to start with the first show. So choose F5. Bigger Pockets Podcast. Bigger Pockets. Is it Money that I was watching? I think it's Bigger Pockets Money. That is where I was listening to. I listened to multiple. Oh, they got my. Let me tell you how all of this is tied together. It was tied together so good that the Bigger Podcast people made me look at relationships differently. We want the guy that already has the money, but I know in my heart of hearts, the guy that already has the money ain't looking for you. He like, where was you at? See, there's men that had a woman when they were coming up, and that woman stuck by them, and that's their queen now. They take care of her. She don't got to work, all this stuff. But then there's men that did it without the women. And I was like, oh, so that's why they be like, I did all this myself. Now I'm going to tell you how this going to go. Because the word is, their mindset is, where were you when I was building all of this? Now, I get up and I'm doing all these shows and somebody want to show up at the end, at the finish line, talk about, yeah, this is all ours, baby. All ours, baby. Wait a minute, sir. Where you come from? Where? No, sir. This is not all ours, right? And you'll feel the same way. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. So they got my whole mindset about relationships differently. This woman, she met this man, he was her son's karate teacher. It's always like when you minding your business, taking care of your kids, and you find yourself a man just in your regular everyday going in and coming out, right? And the man, he had businesses, he had stuff started. He wasn't a bum sitting on the couch, but he was in bankruptcy. Who was like, I want a man in bankruptcy? Wait, what show is this, Ruth? Is this Ruth the relationship? Is this Ruth their relationship? Ruth their relationship. That's how deep it is. That's why I got all the shows. Because I know they intertwine. I know you got to get your money together, your credit together, and then you can go on over to Ruth the Real Estate. Without that, you can't do Ruth the Real Estate. You can't do Ruth the Real Estate, Ruth the Real Estate, market update. You can't go and dream and go watch yesterday's show where we was watching, talking about the home building process. Like, what? You got to have kindergarten before the 12th grade. You got kindergarten grade 1 through 12. And then when you get your money right, you start looking more sexy to people. They say, oh, you got a glow to you. I like your dress. You had to buy that dress. You know, I like I like the way you put it together. You had to pay for that stuff. You can be broke and be like, oh, well, this was free. No, that's not how that works. So all of it works together. Anyway, so I want you to know that you can get your money together. I want you to know that you can grow your mindset. I learned that this is not, I was like, well, you cannot just make a show on budgeting. Like, that's it. That's all they got to do is budget. No, this is a lifelong process. So let me tell y'all the lessons that I learned for the week. Lessons of the week. Lessons of the week. Of the week. And then I'm going to give you my report card. All right, so here's a couple things I did this week to be better. All right. I planned ahead breakfast and lunch. Okay. So what happened was every day I got to take my son to daycare and I got to get his breakfast, his lunch together. And I was doing it in the morning. I was taking a lot of time, but this is the biggest lesson I learned of all. If I don't have time management, it's messing with my money management. Oh my God. I said, yo, this a lot. I was over here wrapping my stomach and drinking my water, trying to get my belly down. I was over here, getting my money right, doing my business, and everything tied together. And I was like, you got to do it all. Like, you got to do all of these habits. This is life. Do you want to be rich with a big belly and a loan? All right, so we're going to get into side hustles. Give me 1 second. So then what I did was I was like, I got the breakfast and the lunch and everything. And I know this is basic, but I was doing it one day at a time. So I learned the value of Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some good items. It's not $1 no more. It's more like Dollar Tree in plain. It's more like $1.25. It's $1 such and such. Okay. But what happens is I got instead of buying, okay, let me be real. I was going to the gas station and buying the noodles for $1 something, every little thing. And it tripled the price on you, all because it was convenient. Okay. I didn't go grocery shopping. Okay. But anyway, I went to the Dollar Tree and I found all the stuff that I could use. And I got little baggies. I got little baggies for like lunch bags. Okay. And that's what I did. And then so they have good jelly. They have preserves. Okay. And this is the part. I knew I was going to be a gangster if I started eating peanut butter and jelly. Where'd she go? What'd she do? If I start eating my little tuna fish and crackers. Because you know what? My biggest bill besides gas, and real bills, right? Is food. 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 And when you're working, what do y'all do? Y'all order out. Anybody else order out? Just me? Y'all gonna leave me by myself? Okay. Anybody else order out? Okay, so now it's not just me. When my kids come back from their dads, I gotta order for them too. I figured it out. Haitian food is a platter, and I was like, I buy a platter for $14. Put that donut up, everybody, boom, boom, we good. But if you go to Chipotle and you go to all these other restaurants, it's the same food, which gets boring, and it's expensive. I'm paying no less than $22 a meal times 2 meals, you can easily spend $50 a day like this. Okay? Grocery and order out. Thank you. Thank you. And gas. Thank you. You can't do nothing about that gas. There's not a darn thing you can do about the gas. What you gonna do? Stop living? But you can change how you eat. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go gangster on them. I know nobody can do this. I know y'all can't do this. I know, it's okay. But your girl like tuna fish, right? But I gotta meet my clients. Because I can't just do tuna fish. Yo, who gets hype about tuna fish? I gotta have onions and my tuna fish. And I can eat it with crackers. I'm the weirdest eater, yo. And I would eat that, and I would eat ham, cheese, and crackers like it's a Lunchables. And I was just eating them, just good, right? So anyway, it's better. So what I realized, like, yo, I'm getting fat off of eating out when I'm not even that hungry. I don't eat that much until it's too late. When it's too late, I overeat. So I'm like, I'm munching on these things. I know it don't sound like nothing. I know it don't sound like much, but I just saved money. What I did was I had to go buy my son a new pair of shoes with that money. Ooh, hold up. Are we making progress? Are we getting ahead? I think so. I was able to do something important with the money that frees that money up to do something to pay a bigger bill. Okay, so that's what I was proud of myself about. What else did I do? So I've been grubbing all day, and I have not eaten no huge meal, nothing. I've been satisfied and happy, and I was like, Ruth, I'll know you're serious once you do that, and I have done it. All right, bonuses. Okay, so the power of a side hustle. After you get your budget together, you go in the previous episodes and you get your budget together. I do the 50, 30, 20 budget. But it honestly is 50, 20, 20, 10 so I can return my tithe, okay? So I pay my tithe. Me and God is good. I'm like, look, God, I'm going to chill on the offering for a little bit, okay? But tithing is enough. And that's what I do with mine. So the bills, 50%. Wants is 20%. And saving and investing is 20%. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay? Everybody got it? So I want everybody else to follow 50, 30, 20. 50, 30, 20. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, there's no way in the world you can do that. Ruth, why are you telling me to do something you know I can't do? Well, that's why you build up your savings. You have to do at least a 10% in savings, right? So when you're going from paycheck to paycheck, you got to go from 100% of your paycheck, not even covering everything, to 70%, because now you're not doing it's the 30% is wants, right? So 80% of your money is going to bills. You can't buy nothing you want. No wants if you're in the negative. No wants. So to answer your question, Nafisa, how I started this journey was, and I'm inviting everybody on this journey. I'm not perfect. I'm just starting out, but I know what to do. Is now I'm implementing everything, right? And I'm learning a lot more what to do. It's a lifelong thing. Yo, I wrote down everything that I owe, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. No way I pay all that in bills. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah. She said tuna toast bread, the works. Yep, absolutely. Get the hot sauce. And it looks stupid. Hey Jermaine, how are you? And it looks stupid. But me and Jermaine, we're trying to buy some properties. This is how they get their money. Stop eating everything all the time, everywhere. Start, really saving your money. If you see somebody there I got 20 grand, I got 50 grand. You've been working out? No, I haven't been working out. I look like I lost weight. Or no. I went the diet. I'm trying to eat less. That's the only thing I'm doing right now is eating less. And I'm going back to the gym because I need my energy back. And that was life. Gym is life. All right. So yeah, I gotta go back, man. That's the only thing right now that I'm missing. That's what I'm saying. All these habits add up. He said, you look slimmer. Thank you. Yeah, I felt like I was gaining a little, and I was like, you know what? Chill. Yeah, yeah. It's the food. I stopped ordering so much out. He said I need to eat healthier too. Yes. So and I'm like, I don't know how healthy peanut butter jelly is, but it's working for me. But when I eat the tuna, I feel like so all that Chipotle and all the extra stuff they put in the food, or I was eating Popeyes a little bit. I was acting up. I was acting up, but I'm back. Okay, so the next thing that next lesson I learned this week. Whatever, where you at? Where you at? Okay, so side hustle. So your girl, he said, yes, we trying to get these properties. Absolutely. That's the main thing I did was learn about and get information on real estate investing. And I was like, so like, it was inspiring to me. I was like, I definitely can do this. There's no way I can't do this. Right. And I'm running around with my buyers and we're looking at properties and people are looking to put offers in even today. And I'm like, I'm ready because now I think a part of me didn't want certain things to happen of like too much stuff to happen at the same time because I was like, I'm gonna blow the money. Let's be real. Who's afraid of success? Who's afraid of success? Because you're like, I'm gonna blow it again. Every time. This happened every time. And you're just like, what happened? Why does it go so fast? Why does it go so fast? I don't go out and buy clothes and stuff like that. It's all of the daily things that I wasn't managing properly. So when the check comes, right? I'm not a every other week person. It could be a month, it could be 2 months. I gotta pay all them bills all at once, all caught up. And when I looked at the daycare bill, $800. I was looking at housing payment. I was looking at car payment, like a lot of money, y'all. A lot, right? So I was like, wait, just those three things right there just put me at a crazy amount every month. Here I am thinking it's only the housing payment. So that's what you have to do. You have to write down everything, stocks and properties. Absolutely. So stocks, I am invested in the. He says, I'm about to go. Text me tomorrow. Enjoy your night. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, let's get into it. I got a lot of people getting properties right now. A lot of people. They are looking for the right deal and buying up properties, and they look like you and I, our age. Our age. Yes, and if I forget, Jermaine, text me, please. All right. Now, what is the other lesson that I learned? Okay, so if you don't, after you write down everything, you're gonna realize, oh crap, my expenses are can be more than my income. How do you fix that? You get a side hustle. Get a side hustle. All right. The biggest side hustle right now is ride sharing, meaning Uber, Lyft. That is the biggest side hustle. I need deals. What's the best stocks to invest in? Yes, I am not an expert on stocks, but I would recommend you read the book. Let's see. Hold on. What is that investor's book? Dang. Let me see what this is. The best. Wait, what is the Warren Buffett calls this book the best book on stocks? Best book on stocks. Warren Buffett. All right. The master of it all. The Intelligent Investor. Yes. The Intelligent Investor is red with white letters on it. Get that book. If you only have, let me tell you how much it is. This is my secret, y'all. When I don't have enough to start a business, I'll go buy the book and read the book. Get motivated by the book. Start getting myself prepared. And when the money comes, boom, we out. $14.29 on Amazon. Okay? So they're going to teach you how to analyze deals and how the whole thing works versus you just jumping in and going gangbusters. But you can also follow Meet Kev. Is it Meet Kevin or Meet Kevin? Meet Kevin. He's a good. He's good on real estate. Yeah, Meet Kevin. I trust him when it comes to stocks. So watch his videos. So there you go. We got resources today. Meet Kevin, financial independence, retire early, the FIRE movement, um, intelligent investor. These are all things you can do if you got all this done by next week and you be like, what's next? This next, like you'll be on fire. Okay. But it's a lot. That intelligent investor. I got 17 hours to go listen to that. All right, what else? What other deals? Oh, so I wanted to show y'all something too about let me do it right now. About investing. Look at my history. I just watched this. This is how somebody invested, and you think it's not that much money needed. I mean, or you need to have a ton of money. No. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you guys. It's not because retailers, marketers, venture capital firms. It's not because they're bad or evil people. This is their job, and there are a lot of benefits that come with a more efficient shopping experience. Oh, he said. You need to be mindful of the fact that the easier retailers make the shopping experience, the more you will spend. We are mindlessly buying stuff because they made it so easy. Design system with intention. Manipulation. Just say. Why are we doing this? Why are we intentionally adding back the friction points between us and spending our money? Why are we looking to save more money? Why is saving so important? Watch this. A little time. Saving is about having a safety net for the next recession. Safety net. It's about being able to take that tree vacation that you've been putting off for so long. Taking a vacation. You could do that with a savings account, right? Watch this whole TEDx talk, but watch this. Independence, so you don't have to wait 20, 30, or 40 years to control your time. Control your time. Do you want financial independence? Do you want more control of your time? Do you want more ownership of your life? Do you want to own life on your terms? Well, if so, saving step one. It's a really important step. Save and invest. Just step one. Because saving is not going to get you there alone. You need a little bit of help. You need some wind at your back. So what's step two? So step two is we now need to take our savings. We now need to change our mindset away from being a consumer to being an owner. Own capital, own assets, or specifically own the assets that go up in value over time. Own appreciating assets, stocks, real estate, the assets that work for you even when you're not. It sounds so simple, but we do the opposite. We overconsume depreciating assets, the assets that go down in value over time. This shirt that I'm wearing, this is a depreciating asset. There's no way you would buy this shirt for me at a price for more than what I paid for it. More than false. Let's start with excuse number one. That the stock market's just for rich people. I want you guys to see the example. So instead of spending $500 on clothes, shoes, gadgets, accessories, why don't you take $500 and own your share of the U.S. stock market? Small actions today do add up over time. Watch. Let me show you the power of small actions. Watch. Let me tell you a story. Jody graduated college in 2006. She committed to a process of saving $500 a month and investing in an S&P 500 index fund. Well, let's see how she did over time. After year number one, Jody had a balance of $6,500, close to it, after total contributions of $6,000. Not bad, but certainly not life-changing. Okay, how about year number two? Well, year number two, she had a balance of just over $11,000. After total I don't know if you guys can hear. $12,000. She's actually losing money. This is the start of the 2008 financial. So year number one, She had a balance of 6470 and she put in 6,000, right? It's about to die. So if you guys can catch me on YouTube, then yeah. Oh yeah. Ruth Marquise. All right. So she made $470. She was putting in $500 a month. This is in the stock market. Year two, it was 12,000 altogether, and it slightly dropped. She lost 1,000. And year three, this is like in 2008, everything's going crazy. She's down to 9,500. She put 16,000. But in the stock market, you don't lose the money until you actually take it out. Why are you gonna take out money? And if you leave it in long enough, it's gonna go back up. So we at least know that. But people, they go by their emotions. Let me see if I can fix the screen. Hold on. Let's see.
Financial crisis, and it only got worse.
Oh my God.
There's a time where Jody had a balance of 9,500 after total contributions of 16,000. She felt discouraged, but she stayed committed to the process. $500.
She kept giving the money, the 500 every month.
Invested in an S&P 500 index fund, and she was rewarded as the stock market rebounded in a 10-plus year bull market run. And today, Jody has a balance of close to $200,000 after total contributions of just over $80,000.
So now she has $200,000 after putting in. Can y'all see it? Okay, $200,000 after putting in $80,000. This is $200,000 from $500 a month. A habit of $500 a month in the stock market yielded her. How much you? $120,000. $120,000 from $500 a month invested. But we want to see our stock go up tomorrow. But she made the money over time. My screen is acting up. So, is this interesting to you guys? Is this something you want to learn more about?
And yes to ownership. And her small actions.
That was 10 years later.
Okay, how about excuse number 2? The stock market's way too risky, and I don't want to lose all my money. Yes, the stock market does come with risk. We can see it.
$500, guys, is $125 a week.
Cody's journey. You invest in the stock market, make no mistake about it, you will experience periods of volatility.
All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Small habits, big results. Small habits, big results. That's why I said I had habits all over the place, because I was trying to get my stomach back. Got the date coming up. Wait. Let me tell you how it all. I think tonight's theme is it all ties together. Okay. So I do my side hustle. I told you guys that real estate is great. It's my full-time income. It's how I pay my bills for years. Okay. Now, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So I added a side hustle, right? And when I did my side hustle, I'm like, okay, I can do this side hustle looking regular or bad, or I can look cute. So what happened was I would wear my little comfortable but dressy shoes, as long as I could all day. And child, I was getting numbers. Talk about Ruth in relationships. I was getting, asked out on dates and stuff. Out and about, and I was running into my clients and customers, reminding them to send me referrals so I could get more business. So I'm doing real estate. I'm selling homes while I'm doing my side hustle. It all comes together. That was a good way to outro on Instagram. It all comes together. All right. So that was good. So the side hustle is very important. So this week I learned the balance of going back and forth, going back and forth doing real estate and doing my side hustle, going back and forth, and that was the best balance for me. because I can get really, really slammed and showing houses all the time, all the time, all the time, and then forget to do my side hustle. But I did hit my weekly target, so I was proud of myself for that. And then I had an epiphany. I had these savings accounts that I did not use, and they kept charging me these fees. So when I started doing my ratios, and I was like, wait, I'm supposed to do this with this money that I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that I could put 50% in one account, 30% in another account, and 20% in another account? So the worst thing about the side hustle thing is, I don't know why this is. The worst thing about it is that when you're cashing out, you don't seem to keep track of the money. That's how you kind of lose it. So either you have to stop cashing out, or and do it all at one time, or you have to have a system. Every time you take money out, it has to go in three. I was like, yo, I could just use the three different accounts. So I did the 50 in one, 30 in one, and 20 in the other. And I would know which one is which because one will have more. And that's how I know it was the 30 account. So I was able to clear the fees out with that. So that was like, oh man, it's kind of like having your, and then you have to have your side bank account. So when I was doing my research on, learning about money, they were saying you got to take it to the next level to have that savings account that you don't touch. Now this week I was not able to add. I didn't add to the account because I went back to my old ways. Like went back to I need this, I need that, and I did it so fast. I was like, oh shoot. What I didn't account for is like if I take the money out cash, I got to write it down. I have to have a plan. So now it's going to be like you can't spend the money until you have a plan, and that's it. So I'll do better next week. But let's see what we got here. Anything else, Ruth? Okay. Oh, I got the bonuses. Oh, let me tell you. Like, you know how, like, you're doing a side hustle and they give you like a chance to get bonuses. So I thought like they were going to give me like this little amount. They gave me a huge bonus. I was like, oh, compared to what it is, they gave me a good size bonus. So I use this money for that. Like this is the money for gas, so I can go show properties. Like if I'm doing real estate, that's business money, and you pay your housing payment with that, and then you pay your business stuff with that. And as I separate them, I know where everything goes. So that's why both are definitely needed. And then I just felt like there was light at the end of the tunnel, and I was very grateful for my flexibility. Because I was like, even if I wanted a job, I wouldn't want to get a job because I'll be I remember one time I had to go to, and I'm about to wrap up. I had to go. I was helping this lady start her daycare. She was one of my competitors. I got out the daycare game, and I was like, let me help her because she got the building I went to go see. And I was like, I kind of want to see the inside track. And I was like, I got the degree. Let me help her out. I'll help. And I kept leaving because I saw her pay everybody, and I felt so bad for her. She was paying $600 a week, $300, $500 to all these people, and getting nothing in. And I was like, look, I kept coming in and out, but I had three jobs. So I would come in, I would do all the important stuff. See, that's almost like working for free. That's like almost like working for free, but I took the principles. Y'all not gonna work for free. Almost working for free. I would work for 1 to 2 hours, pay the people or write down the hours so she can pay them and make the schedule, and then I would leave. So I was barely getting 10 hours there, but I was making the biggest impact, right? So I couldn't work a job if I wanted to because I got clients here, there. Everybody's like my calendar has to be open to go show and do this. So it flows beautifully to have a side hustle. Okay. So multiple streams of income is where it's at. So last but not least, I'm going to give myself my grades for the week. Ruth in the bag financial report card. Y'all ready? You ready? Do not laugh, okay? I told you I fell off the bandwagon, but I'm still proud of myself because, like I said, I worked Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you in a second. So here we go. Let's share our screen again. Stop that one. Start a new one. Check this out. And this is what I would like you to do. Miss Nafisa, you said you wanted to get it started. Every week, I would like you to grade yourself on these areas when it comes to your finances, okay? This is how you get started. Accountability. You see how Jermaine popped up and say, have I been working out and all that? Because I was accountable and basically they know I was working out. So when I do it online, it's a way for me to be accountable. So that's why I do the show, so I can be accountable to you guys. I can't run away from it. I wouldn't have looked at it if I wasn't doing the show. So it's kind of forcing yourself to do it. So here's the Ruth in the bag financial report card. Let's see. Ta-da! Okay, for earning, I give myself a B plus. I hit my target on my side hustle. I hit bonuses, and I was showing properties. Nobody picked one. It was a lot going on, but everybody showing was scheduled. We went. Some of them had to cancel, and it's every time we go out is another step. So that's future money coming, right? No problems. Like once I got the client, we close. I mean, hey, God willing, but we close, right? So B plus for that. Spending, I would say I gave my spending a C because, like I said, I don't spend extra. Like I don't spend money on things that's not important. But I also did not spend according to the plan every single time because I didn't know where the cash went, even though I know it went to food and the diapers and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to tracking, I give myself a D plus. The only reason why I didn't give myself an F is because I actually wrote some stuff down before the show started, and I'm gonna finish it. And my proof is right here. Hold up. Last week you saw all the colors. You don't see no colors, chat, but I did write some stuff down. I'm almost done. So I gave myself a D plus for at least trying and looking at it. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did last week, color code it and see where everything went. Even though you can do it on mint.com, but I like actually writing things down by hand is on purpose. So tracking, I got D plus. Investing, I would say D plus, but I was looking into real estate investing this week. What areas, what avenues, and what ways I want to get into real estate investing. So I did some research, but I didn't make any moves. So that's why I gave myself a D plus. For savings, I give myself a D minus only because I didn't take from it. I had a plan, man. But man, I was like, no, what we gonna do? We gonna use this. So I didn't take out of it. That's the only reason why I didn't get an F. But I didn't add to it, so I gave myself a D minus. I'm a little harsher than it, so I gave myself a D plus this week. But next week I'm gonna get me. I think I'm gonna get a B, a B or an A. I'm gonna do all the things I can do. But investing, for me to get a higher grade in investing, I would actually have to buy some more stocks and buy some more, do some forex trading or whatever. So does that make sense? I wish I had a score for Ruth the Relationships, child. That was a good week too. Oh, child. So let me stop. Okay. So with that being said, guys, you have any more questions, any concerns? I want to give you the floor. If you have anything that you want to talk about in the future, I want to give you the floor. This is about you. This is about me. This is about our growth. I am super proud of myself for sticking to it, okay? Because we're getting somewhere. I know we're getting somewhere. I've seen the change in the last 2 weeks. I've seen the change. Any questions, comments, concerns? Did you like the information? Did you like the show? Thank you, Elle, for tagging some people. Shout out to Elle. Let me show her on here. Yay. She said, no, I'm tagging them, child. I done called her friends out. My bad. Yes, thank you for supporting the show. All right. She said yes. Thank you. She learned. Nafisa said yes. We learned something today. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Thank you so much for watching Ruth in the Bag. Yeah, 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 yeah. I should have a real bag. Like I have a. By the end of the show, I'm gonna have a bag of money. I think I'm gonna have to have security with me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Ruth in the Bag. I will see you next week. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow's show of Ruth in Relationships. I ain't gonna talk about my business this week. Tom McKinney. All right, guys. Bye. See you next week.